afternoon, Pokésports, and welcome to another VGC Battle Stadium Series 12 video, bringing you an Excadrill team. Now, you guys remember Excadrill? It's been about 2 years since we've seen Excadrill competitive play. Excadrill has been, was used in VGC 2020, not so much in 2021 and 2022, because they invented a new cool Pokemon called Zacian. Now we have both Excadrill and Zacian on this team. Keep that in mind, because both those Pokemon are Steel type, of course, and Steel's kind of a dumb type, huh? Probably one of the best types in the game, if not the best type in the game. So let's try to run them both on the same team. Now, I'm tired of seeing sun. I'm tired of seeing rain. So I have sand here today. I made this team, and I will give a fair warning. This team is still being tested. Today's video is kind of part of that test, so just keep that in mind. But all in all, I've decided to go Hippowdon here simply because Tyranitar doesn't like a +1 Behemoth Blade to the face. Also doesn't like a Sacred Sword to the face. So Hippowdon's a nice little secondary decision when it comes to setting up sand, because, you know, Gigalith also doesn't like Zacian at all. So here we have the once banned Pokemon in Series 6 Hippowdon, and we're going to see what it can do in today's video. Along with that, we also do have, kind of a hyper offensive mode with the Whimsicott plus Tailwind and a Life Orb Yveltal as our secondary Dynamax option in case we aren't able to run the Excadrill. I'm also running a Sylvester on Excadrill. Let's see if it does something. But regardless, if you guys are excited to see Excadrill here on the channel, you have to hit the like button down below and subscribe to Pokésports if you haven't done so already as we play with our little mole. Oh, this is a team and a half. Whoa, okay, there's a Mudsdale, there's a Frostmoth. Okay, well, this is great opportunity to run sand, I guess. I mean, the majority of their team is weak to rock. Kind of cool. They do have an instant, so we can't lead with Excadrill, I don't think. I do think we should lead with the Whim anyway. Why does this feel like it should be a Zacian in the front and then Excadrill Hippowdon in the back? Do we even need... Hold on, we don't need Whim. Why am I even bringing Whim? So let's just bring Zacian, Yveltal. I don't want to Dynamax those two because I kind of want to... I low-key want to force the Excadrill Dynamax in most of my games, but we'll see if I get that opportunity, right? I know I will not always get that opportunity, but we have to at least try to get that opportunity as much as we can. Just something about saying Dynamax Excadrill is going to take me back. Oh boy. My opponent hasn't left the Crown Tundra as they lead with the Mudsdale and the Frostmoth. Was not expecting this at all. The good news is I have super effective moves against the Frostmoth, so I just don't know what to expect out of these two. So I think this is fine to just Behemoth Blade and Heat Wave. No idea what's about to happen. I'll be honest. My opponent will click 2 moves and I will not have expect either one of them. Gonna be a Dynamax probably on their Mudsdale, since that seems like it's the more, decent Dynamax option. I highly doubt it's gonna be a Frostmoth Dynamax. Okay, Mudsdale. Man, my opponent is gaming. They are gaming a lot harder than I am. And I thought I was gaming with Excadrill. All right, well, here's a Behemoth Blade on the right Pokemon. This is still going to do double damage at a +1. Well, yikes, huh? They're going to activate Stamina here, but I don't care. That's fine. Heat Wave, someone's going to dodge. Mudsdale's going to dodge. Well, the Frostmoth was the important one. Yep, that's why Frostmoth isn't used too much. Okay. Now, where will this turn end? Icicle Spear, Physical Frostmoth. Watch this KO. Hold on. It's Weakness Policy, Icicle Spear, Stamina, Mudsdale. But I think I got it low enough to where if they hit multiple times, 2 more times is all I need. Come on, you can get a 4-peat. 4-peat. 1 more, baby. Come on. Let's do it. Oh, the 1 HP Mudsdale. All right, well, bye, Zacian. Hey, you killed Zacian. You know what? Me missing Heat Wave made a difference. Missing 90% accurate moves feels like it's gonna be a theme today, huh? Feels like it's gonna be a theme. All right, well, I guess Hippowdon, and then we double protect, or we heat wave. I guess they will die if I just double protect, which is kind of funny. But I could also just try to heat wave. I think regardless of what I do, I definitely have to try to KO the Mudsdale, which, you know, in all honesty, can't do much right now. So I'm going to double into the Mudsdale, and I will heat wave. 90%, please. I got high horsepower on so many of my Pokemon that I know I just have the chance to miss on so many of my Pokemon. Regardless of how little that chance might be, the chance is there. Well, this smells like a double KO for me. Okay, they're just gonna guard here, which is fine. I really only needed the heat wave to connect. And even if heat wave theoretically doesn't connect, then the sand would have taken out the Frostmoth. Nice! By Frostmoth. What's next? Now, I know they had a Calyrex Ice, and I know they had a Zacian, I think. I believe. I don't actually remember. I know there was definitely a Calyrex Ice and a friend. Just don't know what the friend is. Thankfully, the Calyrex Ice is not going to be Dynamaxing at the very least. What it will be doing is trying to set up Trick Room, though. So, yeah, there's the Calyrex. I still have to knock out their horse. The bigger horse. Regardless of what I do. Should I just... Here's what I'll do. I'll yawn Cali and heat wave, and hopefully I connect. Moves are meant to hit Pokemon. Hopefully we don't miss those. Let's see. Okay, we connect. Beautiful. And we get a lot of damage off on Calyrex, which is exactly why I wanted to do this. I wanted to make sure I at least get some chip onto the Calyrex before, you know, Calyrex becomes a serious problem, before they set up Trick Room and whatnot. And if they are going to set up Trick Room, we now have the, hey, go to sleep button. So that becomes less of an issue. So Trick Room is set. The second restricted, it might have honestly been another Yveltal. Because I remember he had a bunch of, or she had a bunch of rock weaknesses. Oh, it was Instant. Okay. This Intimidate doesn't really matter on my Yveltal. It kind of matters on my Hippowdon, but it's not like I'm uber concerned. Oh, and you're floating in the air, so I actually can't hit you. But I can put you to sleep, so that's what I will do. And I will protect. I don't think there's a point to, you know, protecting with Hippowdon. Hippowdon's kind of tanky. And from the looks of it, they kind of seem like a Babiri Berry Calyrex. There's the fake out into my Yveltal. Not going to do anything. Followed by a Glacial Lance. I think we take this. I have faith in my Hippowdon. And if we don't, even better, right? We get into the Excadrill, we could finally Dynamax things. We hardly take it, but we hang in there. Double yawn onto both of their Mons. It's bedtime, folks. Now, Calyrex definitely goes down to, like, another Heat Wave. You guys might be asking, hey, Kevin, why are you going for another Heat Wave? The reason is I have to hit this Incin. I'll try to slack off here. I have to hit the Incin so that I can actually hit it with high horsepower later, so. Because I got to knock out the Air Balloon. So let's just go for another Heat Wave. Keep it simple. The Calyrex has a mandatory sleep turn here. And there it is. We also learned it's the fastest Pokemon in Trick Room, but I feel like that's kind of self-explanatory. Our Hippowdon goes next, which is good. Followed by their Incineroar. Goes for just a straight-up Flare Blitz. Okay. Into my Yveltal. That's enough? What it? Whoa, whoa, Incin. What? How much attack stat do you have? This can now be really bad. Because I was really expecting to KO the Calyrex that turn. I need the second turn of sleep now. Oh, goodness. Okay, well, let's go right on into Excadrill, I guess. Wish me luck. You know, I mean, Excadrill and Sandrush and Trick Room is not, it's not quite the greatest thing. Okay, let's just go for the Dynamax. Let's go for the Steel Spike. Let's not overthink this. Just go straight for Steel Spikes into Calyrex. Hope the second turn of sleep goes through. And Dynamax, our little mole friend. The Pokemon that everyone forgot when Zacian was introduced. I remember when Excadrill was actually used as a mold breaker mon too, just because Rotoms were very prevalent. Oh, come on, Calyrex wakes and goes for Glacial. Excadrill thankfully takes that. Okay. That's good news. I get +1 defense, but considering how strong this Instant is, I'm still terrified. Like, my dude destroyed my Yveltal. Granted, I'm like not invested at all in Yveltal. And it will be at least +1 defense with the Excadrill. Issue being, I can't go for a ground move, which is my stab. I have to go for a rock move. I can't even protect. I guess the Sandstorm Societing helps me out a little bit in Trick Room, but it doesn't actually change the speed tier at all, though. Or the turn order. I have half health, man. Either Rockfall or I Knuckle. A Rockfall does more damage. They're both non-stab, so let's just Rockfall. The Instant has taken a chip and it's gonna sleep, thank goodness. Okay, this was like so mandatory. This was so mandatory, man. Thank goodness, get rid of it. Oh, I was so worried. Okay, it's fine. Mole won a game. That's all I needed today was, you know, me being impressed by Excadrill, me Dynamaxing Excadrill once. Of course, this was a super Mimi team, so hopefully our next battle is a little bit, you know, more competitive. Oh boy, first battle against Sableye VGC, and Sableye is running a Shift 3. Oh no, Shift 3, please. Okay, what does Shift 3 do, to be honest? I mean, I know it gets Chlorophyll, but hey, we actually have the counter weather. With Excadrill, so maybe we can deal with it. I mean, I'm definitely gonna assume that a Groudon Shiftry lead is gonna be evident. I mean, of course, we know Sableye is a very good competitive player, so they're not gonna let us get away with that. I don't think they're not gonna let us play that easily or cater that much into like what we want to do. I think we do double. Is double steal really the way against the Groudon? I guess so. They do have instants. We do have to be worrisome though. So let's maybe not jump to conclusions. I definitely think against them we're gonna want the Whim. What if we just do Whim Yveltal? I kind of just want to bring Excadrill in the back, regardless. Like, I know Zacian is a pretty legit option. Yeah, let's do Excadrill Hippowdon in the back. Or maybe we don't even use Hippowdon. Because we're gonna have Tailwind. Whatever. We'll go with that. We burned down that timer, but it looks like they also burned down the timer, so. Okay, at least we're both equally as confused here. Oh, this is gonna be a hopefully a fun one. I want to see some dreams happen here. Let's see what Excadrill can do in today's video. Shiftry and Incineroar is going to be their lead, so we made the good call not leading with, you know, a physical Pokemon. I don't think there's much that Shiftry can do in this specific situation. I think just by doubling my speed, we should be kind of a-okay. Of course, the Instant can intimidate and stuff, which does leave some room for concern. We are Focus Sash. We don't have Protect, but we do have Helping Hand. I think we'll do just that. We'll Helping Hand right now. I'm gonna burn the Dynamax, honestly. I think we're gonna Dynamax Excadrill another day. Not in this battle versus a good competitive player and, you know, a Sun team. Question is, who do we choose? Like, I honestly don't know what to expect from Shiftry. Man, screw it. I'm going all in on Instant. I think I'd rather deal damage on Instant. They're actually going to switch out the Shiftry. So very good thing that we didn't go for that spot there. Now, what does the Instant decide to do? Now, if Instant decides to just straight up go for Flare Blitz here, that could be, like, you know, room for concern. But this is why we carry Helping Hand. It looks like they are going to allow me to get the Tailwind up, which is honestly all that I can really ask for here. I do not mind Tailwind going up, my friend. Because we're definitely going to need it if it, you know, in order to win this battle. Here's my helping hand. Let's see if the instant decides to clap or not. No clap from the instant. Here's just a big max airstream off onto the instant spot. That's a life orb. That's a dead Incineroar. That's what we like to see. Now we got the +1 going as well. So the Tailwind is going to be, I don't want to say unnecessary, but it becomes less of a stress, right? A lot less of a stress. I think we're still going to need it just in case they bring the Shifter and they want to set up Sun. In comes Groudon. Okay. The Big Don itself. Now, question is, what does our friend Zacian decide to do? Zacians tend to... Also, what does Groudon decide to do? I think we Tailwind no matter what. Just because while we have Whimsicott out, we might as well. They saw there were Life Orb Yveltal. So I highly doubt they're going to keep that Zacian in. But Zacian has no safe switch-ins to a Max Flare. So I'm going to keep going for Max Flares in that spot. Looks like the Groudon is going to Dynamax here. Keep in mind, this Zacian actually isn't a big threat for me. Because I have the Excadrill in the back. So... theoretically speaking, if this game comes between Excadrill and Zacian, Excadrill can actually maybe win that matchup if I have Sand up, you know? And even if Zacian protects here, this is going to be some serious damage through it all. Yeah, Zacian does protect. Hey, fair. Totally understandable. Regardless, here's a nice Tailwind here. Going super hyper offense because we kind of have to. Followed by a Max Flare in the sun now. Very decent damage. That's a little bit of a tanky in Zacian too, if I had to guess. I understand it's through protect, but I'm surprised even by that damage. Okay, regardless, we are going to take a lot of damage here, but that will not knock us out. And like I said before, we have to just keep going for max flares into that spot because there's no safe switch into that spot. They actually ironically gave us the sand, which is funny. You also do have the option for like helping hand boost and go into the Groudon spot with like a max darkness. But like I said, there's also, like I said, I mean, Zacian's not the threat. This is a rough spot. I have Excadrill, Hippowdon in the back. This could be my one opportunity to get some very severe damage off on this Groudon, who just went for a Rockfall. It's a hard decision, man. I don't think there's an easy decision here, but I think I just max flare get onto Zacian. I worry about this Groudon later. Yeah, withdraw Zacian. Makes a lot of sense. Into the Shiftry now. Good news is I'll be able to knock out a Shiftry. Oh, I should have doubled in this Shiftry. What am I doing? I'm throwing. Because I'm going to give them Sun again. Regardless, I don't think that they outspeed me. Because I have Tailwind up. Oh, there's no Sash there. Never mind. I expected there to be a Sash. Okay, bye Shiftry. Okay, we got Sableye down to their final 2. If I had Incineroar on the team, this would be the perfect situation to just spam. Oh, they actually went for the Whim there. That's fine, I think. I think I have Tailwind for 2 more turns because I set it up second turn. So, hey, you know what? That's not bad. I think I'm going to go into Hippowdon and start clicking Yawn, though. I think that's the play. Just take advantage of the fact that, you know, they're probably going to try to hit me with their Groudon now. Let's just go straight for a Yawn onto the Groudon. I have to check Tailwind turns. I believe I have 2 more turns. I believe I have 2 more turns. Let's actually take a look, though. I do have 2 more turns. Does Yveltal go down? If I protect? I think so. I guess I should just Oblivion Wing just to get health back if Zacian's going to protect, but then they're going to Rockfall me. And I'm going to be very sad. But that will stall out their last turn at Dynamax. I will Oblivion Wing, I think. I'll hold the protect. Because I feel like the protect is very obvious, and I don't want to try to play like an obvious player, if that makes any sense. So let me get some health back here. They're not going to go for the behemoth. Okay. This is going to hurt. Oh, it's not okay. Into my Yveltal. Oh, all right. Kind of concerning. Can Groudon change the weather, though? Why does my Hippowdon outspeed Groudon? Wow, it's a very slow dawn. They aren't going to change the weather. They're just going to go for the max Quake, which doesn't actually help them from the end game. So that's really decent. Oh my goodness, my health bar. Okay. Oh, don't do this to me, game. I'm this close. I'm this close and you're going to crit me now. Oh, okay. It's fine. Citrus Berry saved me. Okay, now in comes Excadrill. They probably expect me to double protect, and I see why they would. But since I know I outspeed Groudon, I think I guess I should protect, right? I know, but I know I outspeed Groudon, and I know I KO'zation here. So I'm gonna slack off. No, because then Groudon won't knock out my Hippowdon, I don't think. I'm gonna slack off. I'm a little greedy. I'll be honest. And then here we do the High of the Horses into that Zacian spot. And we know, man! Are you kidding? You're joking. And you connect? Oh my goodness. Ah, Pokemon is Pokemon. Does Yawn go through sub? Is Yawn a sound-based move? That's so silly, man. That is so obnoxious. Ah, come on. That's not even funny. Don't we love high horsepower? We love it so much. Oh, what was it? We got a high horsepower miss. And something else happened in turn before. Oh, and the Groudon crit our Hippowdon. Anyways, GG, Sableye, you got me. Oh, I'm a little salty, I'm not gonna lie, but hey, this is the game we play. Ooh, Wet Dog team. Swordfish team, whatever you want to call it. What I'm loving here is that there's no Incineroar. Ooh, la la. That is honestly making me very happy. There is a little bit of a weather war here that we're going to be playing out, but that, hey, I'm all down for weather war. I think I just lead Excadrill and Whimsicott and bring Hippowdon on the back. I honestly think Excadrill can really tear up this game. And then we bring Yveltal in the back because we have a fire move on Yveltal. We could also just bring Zacian in the back. Because, like, why do we bring Yveltal? Yeah, I think we just bring Zacian. We bring every steel Pokemon we have. We bring every steel Pokemon in the game. And that'll maybe be our win con. That's gonna be the way. I love that trainer card, though. Hey, respect to the trainer card. Now, let's just see what they lead with. What they lead with kind of determines what we decide to do. They lead with Ogre, then we Tailwind. No Ogre. I think we still Tailwind. No, we can't Tailwind because they have Fake Out. So what we do is Dynamax instead. Hey, I'm down. What does the cat do? Don't actually know. I'm Dynamaxing. I'm Max Quaking. I'm hitting you. Part of me wants to click this button, but part of me wasn't born yesterday. So let's just go right into our Hippowdon. Set up the sand. If they set rain, they set rain. The good news is both of their Pokemon are faster than Whimsicott. So that means is our sand will be up, you know, before their rain will be up. Doesn't look like they're switching with either Mon here. Looks like they're just going for the Fake Out turn. And if they want to stop my Tailwind, then I believe they would just try, you know, Fake Out Behemoth that spot. But they also always have the option of just going for the Sacred Sword into me. I would honestly rather have them Behemoth Blade the Hippowdon at this point, because I think Hippowdon can take one. And then I could just like switch out, switch back into Whim, you know. Have a lot more options with that. There's a fake out. Into my Hippowdon. I'm gonna do almost no damage. Here's my max Quaking out because we outspeed the Zacian. What will this do? It will do its health bar. It took me all day. Not all day. It took me this whole episode to finally KO a Zacian with max Quake, man. It took me all day. Awesome. Problem is, they set up the rain now. Right? That's the easiest swap of your life. Or not. Tell you what, I'm about to max Quake into this cat though. Because I'm not super concerned with Zapdos. I'm in fact just gonna yawn it. If they don't want to bring in Ogre, fine by me. They're actually gonna be Dynamaxing the Zapdos here. That's why I yawned to you. And what's funny is they can't use Max Lightning unless they use it on their own Pokemon because I'm double ground type. So they can't really save themselves from this yawn, which is super good news for us. Okay, never mind. I guess that's one way to save yourself from a yawn. That's one way to do it. Regardless, here's another Max Quake. We're now at +2 special defense into their cat. Who I hope doesn't have fake tears, but we will see. Well, we hate that. They clicked Burning Jealousy on us. Oh boy, they just got a double burn on my side of the field. We hate that. But there is still light at the end of the tunnel. Burning Jealousy, a Alolan Persian. That is totally not common, right, guys? There's no way that's common. Regardless, I think we just max Quake. I mean, max Knuckle them. It's super effective. It's not stab, but we have enough special defense. It'll also help us with our attack a little bit. We just have to get, you know. Oh, there's a heart swap there. Into the Ogre. Okay, so they're trying to play with it. I mean, honestly, I feel like Excadrill has done its job and has run its course at this point, right? And then they set up rain to change it back to sun. There's a lot of things going on right now that I'm a little confused by. But hey, fine. Here's the Knuckle. Into the Ogre. That's at least a little less damage that the Water Spout is going to be doing, which I'm all for. And here's the final yawn. Finally, it's a yawn. Onto their Zapdos. Now, I think I'll just double yawn here. Like I said, I feel like Excadrill has run its course. Like, at this point, Excadrill is just, you know, a Rock Slide bot, maybe. I'll go for a high horsepower here. And I'm also going to yawn the Ogre spot. Just want to force the swaps. Okay, well, that's a waste of time. I don't know. Are they having this much trouble? Fine, get rid of me now. That's in the sun. It should not. Never mind. +2 defense OP. Like, I want them to KO Excadrill at this point. Like, I'm almost asking for it. All right, go to sleep, Zapdos. Have a good rest. Okay, Ogre definitely knocks out. It's Lumberry, bro. That's why they weren't scared to swap. Oh, that sucks. I mean, honestly, that does suck. All right, well, let me Rock Slide. I think I need a... We need a horsepower this Ogre. I think I need some damage off on the Ogre. They go for the Ice Beam here. We are plus special defense, so we eat that up. And we pop our Sitrus here as well. So that's kind of nice. There's the Heat Wave. It is enough to knock out my Excadrill. We still have options here. We have the Zacian. Thankfully, they didn't airstream once. That's really good damage. All things considered, that's amazing damage. And they're going for Ice Beam, so... So you know what? I think we go into Zacian now. Question is, who do we click Play Rough on? They're in the sun, so I think the obvious play is to click Play Rough into their Zapdos, right? Zapdos is the one with Heat Wave. So let's Play Rough into their Zapdos, and let's... Yawn the Zapdos again? Or attempt to? So no, at least no matter what, we're going to be able to deal with the Zapdos one way or another. They withdraw the Ogre. They want to get Rain back up. Hey, respect. I get it. And go back in with the Persian. Play Rough now into the Zapdos. Just going to clean it off the face of the planet. Whew, Zacian, love you. Best Pokemon. Here's a Yawn. Now we double protect. It's easy. We get the free sleepy time. We waste their fake out turn. They go to sleep. We smack the Ogre in the face. And we prosper, baby. And we prosper. I think for obvious reasons, I just double protect here. There's no other play in the history of the world. We burn the fake out turn and we put the Persian to sleep. It just makes sense. I feel bad for my opponent sometimes when they get pinned this hard, but I have no other reason to click any other move in the game. We know nothing else. I mean, it could be a Quash user. I'm just gonna go there. Just in case they get a double protect or something. They tried. They definitely tried. Here's a Play Rough into the Ogre. Gonna be enough to knock the Ogre out. Now let's see. Persian go down here. Excadrill did something, finally. I feel like it was kind of underwhelming in the majority of today's battles. Oh, we're chipping. We're chipping it down. But I think this last battle definitely did show up by knocking out such a big portion of their team. It knocked out, you know, probably one of the strongest attackers they have on their team. The Zacian, which is such a big deal. Knocking out a Zacian turn 1 is just such a hard thing to play against. GG's, my friend. And here you have the Excadrill rental code with a Hippowdon Sand team. I mean, honestly, I guess it did okay. I definitely felt like I was, you know, hindering myself if I brought the Excadrill. It does also make you feel like, hey, just use Zacian. But it was fun to play, and, you know, fun to play. Sometimes you just have to play wacky things that, you know, continue enjoying this game. Playing meta stuff 24/7 doesn't tend to be fun. I know for most people. So if you feel like playing Excadrill, here you go. The one thing I can tell you is that Dynamax Quick can knock out Zacian, which is all you really need to know. With that said, grab that rental code. It'll be out for a while because this is my own rental code, and this is just a team that I threw together, smacked together with whatever Pokemon I had in my boxes lying around, and said, hey, let's play Sand, because why not?